Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, folks. Michael Zuber, one rental at a time, back with the boys from Convoy. How you doing, Dustin and Jonathan?
Good, good.
Hey, something you shared with me offline that I want to get recorded because it makes me feel good. It actually makes me feel like my daily efforts are paying off. Is that more and more investors are coming to you and actually getting great deals, right? You are seeing these deals. You are putting people in lending programs, whether it's a 40-year mortgage or a 90% LTV or whatever it is, and they are buying properties. We are not just, wasting time. People are getting better and better deals there. What percentage would you say are purchases these days, for example?
We actually have, let me just pull up the numbers right now. So
Awesome.
we had a little board meeting yesterday, but in our pipeline right now, we have 86% of our pipeline is purchases, and 76 of that 86
Uh-huh.
are non-QM purchases utilizing DSCR loans, bank statement loans. So those are always going to be for investors.
Investor. So this is what I want people to hear from this. And I've been telling people for months now, this is coming. The real estate slowdown is real. Demand destruction is happening. And what that translate in what Dustin just shared with us is owner occ purchases are falling off a cliff, but deals are still getting done. There are motivated sellers out there that want out. They've been impossible to find for 2 years. They are going to become less and less and less impossible to find. And you are going to get great deals. People will get good enough deals where they could do the 90% loan. Because again, that has high hurdle rates. It's okay. It should be a great deal. People can do 80-10-10s or 50-40-10s or whatever makes sense. So I'm ecstatic that investors are doing deals. I expect, and I tell my students every day now, or almost every day, only write great offers. If the seller says no, who cares? Write another one, write another one, write another one. So what else are you seeing in the lending programs and in your pipeline?
Well, I mean, to your point about owner occupied homes kind of falling off, obviously we spend a lot of time going around our city, sitting at open houses and kind of seeing the foot traffic. Mm-hmm. And even on the single family residences that are for first time home buyers, that's how they're marketed.
Yeah.
There's a lot of investors that roll through and say, I want to buy this thing. You
yeah.
know? It's just
one rental at a time works, Jonathan. Come on.
It's true. I mean, they're like, they're very experienced investors, but because, the volume of like 2 to 4 units is not like as high right now, single families that are marketed as first-time home buyers. I mean, you can make it a first-time home buyer rental and just rent it out. So there's a lot of investors actually looking at this in this area. We've seen kind of an uptick in that as well. And they're getting great deals on it.
Yeah, I want to second that. I mean, people ask me what I'm doing today because frankly, I see a lot of pain in commercial markets, right? There's a lot of people that got in with low cap rates, bad assumptions, bridge debt. Just frankly, the toxic nature of the debt structure of some commercial properties is going to blow up. But what does that mean I'm doing today? Well, that means I'm buying as much residential so I could 1031, in a year, 2 or 3, because there will be a blow up. The debt structures on some of these deals by syndicators is almost criminal. But yeah, I hope one rental at a time and people are buying these starter homes and renting them out. I actually think the affordable rental is going the way of the dodo bird because of what happened with the eviction moratorium and things of that nature. I think a lot of people are kicking tenants out, cleaning it up and selling it because they want to cash out. They don't want the headache. So I think if you can get an affordable rental and be that answer for someone, it's a really good thing. So I'm encouraged by that.
Yeah, absolutely. And then also, I mean, we're seeing a lot more, like you said, a lot more rent or investors buy properties that are, even with the higher rates, that cash flow. Yeah. They may not be at list. They might be a little below list.
Exactly. Only write great deals. People don't pay list. Nobody's paying list today, please. Sorry.
They're cash flowing, right? Yeah. And it really just works out, especially, with the ability to use market rents instead of, the current rents that are actually there. If tenants are leaving, we're going to be able to use the market rents to qualify the loan. The numbers work out better because rents have to go up. I mean, it's just, they have to. They've been low for so long.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I mean, again, I'm excited by what we're doing here. I think the market is coming to one rental at a time, students, followers. I think non-QM is going to be the answer because again, I think the dominoes are falling. Fannie Mae, FHFA, all these folks, they are going to increasingly be owner occupant good, investor bad. What does that mean? Overlays, higher rates, conditions, all of that. And frankly, the interest rate difference I see when I get quotes from non-QM lenders today, it's marginal. And oh, by the way, the speed, so much better. The headaches, so much lower. So I'm just ecstatic. I would expect your pipeline to go even more investor heavy. I think the next 18 months or so.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're just, we've also seen, the amount of offers now getting accepted, like you pointed on, below asking or listing. I think there's a little bit of a seller's remorse or kind of FOMO going on because
Exactly.
3-6 months ago, and now they're just eager to get out and offer.
I want to hit that. That's exactly what I want my students, my followers to fish for. I want to say what Dustin just said, right? A seller comes out with what I call wish pricing. Let's just put some numbers on it. It's 250 in a 200 market. The real estate agent sucks, or the owner is insistent. You listed at 250. Nothing happens for 2 weeks. Nobody comes through. Crickets. That owner will have a choice at some point. They will either A, lower it to 200, or probably at that point, because it has stink on it, 195, or they're going to take it off the market. Some sellers, if they don't get to 250, they're not real sellers, right? That's called wish pricing. They're gone. They're not real sellers. But at some point, sellers mentally, I see it all the time. They mentally check out. They're sitting on 100 grand in equity. They spent the 40 grand on a once in a lifetime vacation. They want out. They will accept anything. That is why I have changed my strategy. For the last 2 years, it was speed. I wanted to be the first one in. I was writing offers on listings that were out for 5, 6, 7 minutes. Now I don't even look. If it's not on the market for 2 weeks and soon to be 30 days, I don't even bother. You have to change with the market. And again, if you are not writing great offers today, you're not paying attention. My students are writing great offers and only writing great offers because they do the work. They know average. And we are willing to write 20 offers to get that one. Most of my students only want to do one deal a year. Make it a great deal.
Yeah, and allow us to help you do that, right? Especially in this market, right? I mean, allow us to help you write great offers. Because at the end of the day, it's about the numbers, and there's not going to be someone that's going to be able to clarify the numbers as well as we are on the lending side, because we're seeing what's going on. Yeah. If you're one of my followers programs, these guys, send them what you're doing, reach out, have a conversation, right? You're already fishing and writing great offers. Get the lending, figure out where you want to go, which program makes sense for you and what you're doing. So how do you want them to reach out? Feel free to email privateclient@convoyhomeloans.com or go to our website and fill out our online web form, and you can and one of us will reach out.
Yep. And put one rental at a time in the form. So it's either Dustin or Jonathan. Any closing thoughts as we wrap up episode 3?
I'm good.
Yeah. All right, guys. Again, I am ecstatic by what's coming. I'm so happy to have non-QM lenders part of the one rental at a time family. Reach out, have a conversation, see what's what. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you.